crafty friends, it's Audra Monk the Crafty Yogi, and welcome to 2 o'clock Tuesday and your Yoga for Crafters video. So come on in, we're gonna get started. We're gonna do three stretches for our lower body, our legs today. Craft-wise, I have a giant mess over there, I have a giant mess over here, I have a giant mess over there, but it'll all work itself out. This week is just cards classes. I showed you those last week, and next week. So if you're a procrastinator, I think you can see it. The Let It Snow wreath up there, we're making that next week. Let me know today, and you can join the fun. Okay, so we're gonna, we'll start standing. Let's do the standing stretch first. So this is a forward fold, and sometimes people call this the kitchen sink forward fold, or a table or chair forward fold, and that's what you need. You need a kitchen counter, you need the back of a chair, you need a table. Preferably with a little bit of room to put your hands on. Okay, so you're going to put your hands on the table, and then keeping your back in line. So we're not going to sag, we're not going to round, keeping it nice and stable in the center, belly pulling in. You're going to walk yourself back. So some of us, we might get here a little bit and might be like, wow, that's enough. Like I feel stretch in my legs and a nice stretch in my back. But maybe you could go a little farther. So you'll step back a little bit more. And a little bit more. If you run out of space, I've got a shelf here, right? I'm running out of space. So I'm going to bend my knees, which you should do anyway, whether you have space or no space. And then I'm going to walk my hands forward. And my hands forward. And my hands forward. So you got to make do with your space, especially if this is like in your craft room or your office. And we'd like to put our head between the upper arms. If that's too much, what do? You slide up, belly in, shoulders down and back. Okay. And then we're going to stay here for a little bit. Definitely have your knees bent. We should feel sensation on the back of the thighs and a nice stretch across the back. Good, so we're going to breathe here. Nice, long, deep breaths. All right, and then we're going to start to walk ourselves out. So I need to slide my hands in first, because that'll be a little bit easier, and then walk yourself forward. Excellent. Let's stand in Tadasana, which is mountain pose. And we can do a seated mountain pose or standing mountain pose. And it's almost the same. Feet are about hip distance apart. Legs are strong. Belly is in. Shoulders roll down and back. Oh, my back already feels so much better, more comfortable from paper cutting and doing all that fun stuff. Okay, now we're going to sit down. So pull in your chair. I think you can see my feet here. This is a hard one to make when you want to see the feet. I don't think you can always see them. And that might be as good as we get. Okay, so stretch number 1 is for the hamstrings. Again, similar to what we did, but just a seated version. So you're going to slide to the edge of your chair, slide one leg out straight, shoulders down and back. So remember all that work of a neutral spine, and we're going to hinge forward. And you might do your hands on your thigh, or I do like to do elbows on the thigh. But if you feel too much sensation with hands on the thighs, you got to stop there. Keep the foot gently flexed. Leg as straight as yours will go today. We're going to breathe here. But we need to stay at least 30 seconds, maybe even more. So if you're looking for more sensation, think about lengthening through the top of the head. Oh, I felt a lot more there. Whew, I'm going to breathe. Excellent. Okay. So we're breathing here. And then let's make our way back up. Good. And slide that foot in. Let's do the other leg. I'm going to see if I can do it side on. That might help too. All right, so the leg goes out straight, shoulders are down and back, heart is lifted. The hip of a forward fold should be at the hinge of the hip, not the low back. So my low back stays steady and stable. I could do hands on the opposite thigh, or I could come to elbow on the opposite thigh. The foot stays flexed, this leg is pretty straight. I should notice that maybe I should have worn a lighter color sweatshirt. It might be a little bit easier to see. Keep your hips and your chest forward, and we're breathing here. Good, so this is a great stretch you can do almost anywhere. Just slide to the edge of your chair, and there you go. Or do the stand-up version, hold on to something. Good, and slide your way back. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to do a gentle stretch for the quads, the tops of the thighs. Now you could do a big stretch, and that is great too, as long as you're not straining too much or hurting yourself, but this is a great in-between. So, a couple ways. We're gonna slide up on the chair and pick a side so that you can take the foot down and back. Good. And then you can press your hips forward. So I feel a little stretch here in the quad. I feel a little opening in the hip flexor. And I'm actually getting a nice little stretch to the top of the foot. And since I have it, I'm going to put my elbow on the counter. So you can use support. You definitely want to hold onto your chair because it would not be fun to fall off. Just saying. And someone say, how did you get hurt? Well, I was doing this quad stretch in the chair. No, don't do it. Hold on. Hold on to your table. Hold on to your chair. Stay steady. Good. Let my knee hang down. If you're looking for more, tuck the tail more. Press forward in the hips and slide the foot back a little bit more. This should not feel big. It should not feel like when you're standing up holding onto your ankle. That's a great stretch too, but some of us, we can't do that, right? So this is a great in-between. If your leg doesn't go all the way back, maybe your leg is more forward. That is okay too. You might feel a lot here. We're all different. We all have different bodies, so you're going to find the place that's right for you. If you're feeling a lot, lessen it. But if you're feeling not very much, it's okay. Because if you're a little more flexible and you work out a little bit more, you might be like, what am I doing here? This is a soft version of the stretch. We can hold it longer. We can reap many of the same benefits. All right, slide it out and slide yourself over. So get to the edge of your chair. Slide your foot back. Good. Move your cardstock. Pretty cardstock getting cut for class tomorrow. I'm so excited about these cards. They're so pretty. I love a fun, cheerful Christmas card. I like a classic one too. I like them all. Forget it. I just like them all. And I got Christmas cards in the mail already. Have you started getting cards? I got cards yesterday, and I think I got one card last Thursday. So I'm very excited. That was Natalie. Natalie, if you're watching, thanks. I got your card. Mine won't go out till early next week. I'm going to work on them this weekend because I ordered pictures, and they are coming tomorrow. And my cards are almost done. I'm going to work on them a little bit more. All right, tuck your tail. Press a little bit more. Enjoy the stretch. I'll get you there a whole minute or slightly more. Minimum 30 seconds, though. So if you don't have a lot of time, set your timer and do 30 seconds. All right, slide it out. Hopefully I got us all. I got a little chatty there. Slide over. Roll your shoulders 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And there you go. There is your 2 o'clock Tuesday, Yoga for Crafters. Find all of the videos under videos here on Facebook, now on IGTV and YouTube. Give me a like, give me a love, let me know that you're watching, and I will see you next time. Stay crafty.